Good morning. I guess it's time for another review. Growing up in the 80s, one of my favorite things to do was watch Saturday morning cartoons. You get a nice big bowl of cereal, and you just watch cartoons from 8 in the morning all the way till noon. It was wonderful. Being an adult now, don't have quite the same amount of time to sit there and just watch Saturday morning cartoons. I barely have enough time just to have breakfast in the morning, let alone a heaping mound of cereal. So today we're actually going to review Pop-Tarts. They're quick, they're simple, something you eat in the car on the way to work. We are going to go 3 different flavors. We have Fruit Loops. Figured to give a little shout out to some breakfasty type cereal. Frosted Churro, that one sounds really good. And Red Velvet Cupcake. This one is the one I'm most excited to try. I can't wait. I'm going to be trying them both as a toasted as well as non-toasted. So this one might be a little bit longer on it, but let's get these started up. Got Fruit Loops, Churros, and Red Velvet. That one I can't wait for. All right, let me get a couple of those. And we're going to start off. Oh, that is interesting. Look at that. A nice, cool little design. Even more cool, we got Toucan. Well, Toucan, you're the one going in here. You see here how it kind of broke off? Those points are a little less stable, and it usually happens to most people, but it's a very important piece of a Pop-Tart. It is something that allows the heat not to build up too much on the inside, so you don't end up with like a hot pocket where it's scalding hot lava on the outside and then you get to the middle and it's just frozen. So it's an important feature for the Pop-Tart. And we got the churro here. I'm going to put the churro in as well. And I'm just going to get those started while I open up the Red Velvet. That is what the churro looks like. I would have thought this would have been Red Velvet. And I definitely would have thought that this would have been the churro. It is? Did I back them up? Oh, wow. Thank you, camera operator. So yeah, this one here, Red Velvet, which is exactly what I thought it would have been. Hey, sometimes I'm in the wrong. Most times I'm in the wrong. And then we have that. So, while we're waiting on those, I'm going to go ahead and give a nice little fact. I am in the Cleveland area, and Pop-Tarts were actually beta tested in the Cleveland area back in 1963. So that's kind of a nice little shout out to our area. One of the reasons I wanted to do Pop-Tarts this morning here. But let's try and see what Toucan sounds like. Just a little bit more. Okay. It's very subtly Fruit Loops. You get a lot of Fruit Loop aftertaste, but it's good. Let's try it. Let's try it popped. Ooh, look at that. You see that right in there, that pink? That's what I'm going to try and get. I'd say it's better toasted. The Fruit Loops flavor really pops, but it's kind of breaking my brain a little bit because I'm not expecting that flavor with the heat. All right, let's get this one out and this one going. I'm gonna do reverse this time. I'm gonna do hot and I'm gonna do cold. All right, here we go. It basically tastes almost like just nothing. The aftertaste kicks in after a couple of seconds, and it's got like that little bit of a cakey, red velvety flavor to it. But that was a disappointing bite. Let's try it not toasted. Has a little bit more of a red velvety taste. The aftertaste kicks in a little bit quicker, which is good. But again, it tastes more like the cupcake without any of like a red velvety frosting on it. It's really missing the mark so far. All right. Let's do frosted chocolatey churro. And by looking at the picture on it, it looks like it's gonna have a pudding flavor to it. I'm really hoping that maybe not. Yeah, the inside looks kind of like a regular Pop-Tart. Knowing the title of it, I would say churro. If somebody just handed it to me, I would think it's just a brown sugar Pop-Tart, which are by far the best Pop-Tarts. So it's good, it's good. All right, let's try one of the popped. Very brown cinnamon with a little bit of a chocolatey, puddingish flavor to it. Yeah. So I'm going to rate in the order that I showed them, going all the way down to my most excited one that I was ready for. This here tastes like Fruit Loops. If you like Fruit Loops and you don't have time in the morning, just get the Pop-Tarts, you'll be all set. For this, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 73 out of 100. The chocolatey churro, very much just like a brown sugar one, so if they cost the same, feel free to get either or. This one you get a little bit more of a chocolatey flavor too, as opposed to just the brown sugar. This one is going to go ahead and get a 79. And lastly is the frosted red velvet cupcakes. Such a disappointment. It's like somebody giving you a cupcake and ripping the top off and leaving you just with the cakey bottom, but the cakey bottom is not that good. I'm sorry, and the fact that I was even more excited for this one than the others, it's going to drop the score down for it even more. I'm giving it a 49, and it should be happy that it's getting it something that high, because it's not really deserving of that. It missed the mark, hits the mark, really hits the mark. Highly recommend. this one I highly recommend this one. You can pass on the red velvet. Unless red velvet is absolutely your favorite thing, you're not going to like it. So, like, subscribe, leave a comment if you want. I appreciate you watching. Don't watch, really doesn't matter. So thank you, and have a wonderful rest of your day.